What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Trading Crypto. Today we're going over Maple Finance. This was brought to my attention by Jay Street, a member of my channel, and this thing just made an all-time high price. I've heard of Maple Finance before. I've never really looked at the chart, but just looking off these technicals, man, this thing's looking very promising. So let's get into it. So we have a 42-cent Maple Finance up 2.4% at $455 million market cap with a circulating supply of 1 billion. We do have an infinite max supply. I'm not knocking it. I'm saying do your due diligence with infinite max supply coins. There are coins with infinite max supplies that don't have certain unlocking periods that can just mint however many they want. I don't want to deter you from this coin because Ethereum is also an infinite max supply coin. So make sure you do your own research, figure out when they have their unlocking periods, so on and so forth, because the more coins in circulation means the more buying power you'll need to raise the price. Not knocking that whatever. It's not a turn off from a coin. It's just something you need to do when investing in something with an infinite max supply. Now, all-time high price was 3 days ago, guys. Absolutely insane. All-time high was 3 days ago. All-time low was 2 months ago, which is crazy. The all-time low was only 2 months ago, and you're only up 4x right now, which means the sky's the limit. You're only up 4x from 2 months ago, and this thing is still ripping, which is insane. So where can you purchase this thing? Let's see. You can purchase it on Binance, Gate, Whitbit, Toolbit, BitGet, BitUnet. There's a lot of weird names on here. The crazy part is I don't see Coinbase on here at all. The big dog did not jump on this train right here because it looks like a lot of people are buying it, especially when it's hitting an all-time high price. So, with that, let's get into the price prediction and technical analysis on Syrup. All right, everybody, let's get into Syrup right now. Indicators are a little hot. I will admit the indicators are a little hot, but the initial run up, man, if you would have bought on April 10th, if you have a time machine, go back to April 10th and buy this. Because from where we currently are to where the price is, that is a 4.3x investment. Easy money right there for a month of holding. Easy. So with this being at a new all-time high price, I've said this several times, well, not several times because we really haven't charted a lot of coins with new all-time high prices. You're kind of in price discovery mode right now. When you're in price discovery mode, technical analysis kind of goes out the window. You can base stuff off of these indicators, but the Fibonacci really isn't going to work for resistance. It's only going to work for support, but we're going to draw it anyways. So I drew the fib there from the high to the low. Let's look at the indicators. Indicators right now on the day chart, we are a little hot, obviously, with making new all-time high prices and just going all the way up all the time. I'd be, I don't want to say kind of hesitant because I would have said that back here too when we had a fake out and then rallied higher. I'd be leery on looking for some consolidation at this current price level. That's a good term. For Maple Finance. As of right now, we can see the MACD is starting to deviate down towards the orange line. The blue is bullish. This is bearish. There's a term for both of those. I'm not going to get into the details. It's just the easy way to remember it. If the blue goes below orange, it's bearish. And as you can see right now, we are losing our bullish momentum since we peaked out on May 18th. So that's something to take into consideration. RSI has only flashed once right here as, hey, we're overbought. It might be a good time to take some profit. But on top of that, man, the RSI is, this is where you guys are going to get some hopium. The RSI is forming a bull flag right now. But in that bull flag where we currently are is a dip. This is what we could be experiencing here on the RSI. So we could be experiencing just some consolidation here in the medium term. We do have the three wise men. This is a term I came up with long ago. I'm not going to go over it. We do have 1, 2, 3 sell signals right here. You can see it kind of looks like a mountaintop deep in the red territory. So I'd be kind of leery because we did just put in a lower high here on the WTX. If we look at the stock RSI, this is the big indicator. Stock RSI starting to free fall. So stock RSI starting to free fall. There's two different areas that we really need to focus on this free fall. Is the main support at 20. That's the normal main support area for a stock RSI. You can see we kind of flirt with it back here. We bounced off of here. And then you have the complete reset, which if you are on a day chart and you see a complete reset on a stock RSI, this is not financial advice. That is pretty much key indicator to buy the coin and hold. You can see it's not down there long, and usually you see a nice reversal to the upside. Even if you buy and it only goes up to here, you would have gained money. You buy here and it goes up, you gain money. Every time it goes down to complete reset, you normally gain a little bit of money off that. So regardless of this seeing the capitulation and us putting in a high, a low, lower high, lower low, lower high, we could be setting up ourselves up for a lower low rate here before we start taking off. So for Maple Finance right now, what I could be looking for is a drop back down to around 32 cents. I know that sounds disgusting, but since he started the step up pattern from April 10th, we have been putting in higher highs and higher lows nonetheless. High, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. We come back down here and you still would be putting in a higher low. It'd be barely because you had a wick down here, but you would be putting in a higher low. And then we can see that rally up to the 1236 at about 67 cents. Indicator's a little hot right now. I don't know if this has some sort of catalyst behind it that's pushing it. And if it does, ignore this technical analysis. Catalysts outweigh all technical analysis. If it has a catalyst, then yeehaw. But if it's just pumping because it's pumping, then I would be looking for that slight retracement down here, and then I run up to the 1236 area on the day chart. If we look at the short-term time frame for you swing traders, you degens, what we currently can see is we are bearish on those as well. The good thing is the stock RSI is almost reset on the 4-hour, but I don't put any weight to the stock RSI in short-term time frames. Other indicators are seeing lower lows, so we are starting to fall there. If we look at the longer term time frames, such as the weekly, there probably won't be a whole lot of data because it's a rather new coin on coin, or we're on KuCoin right now. You can see we're hot there. The weekly time frame, we actually did just cross over bearish on the stock RSI. First time it's ever been up this high. So I'd be taking that into consideration. Not saying it's going to capitulate hard, but if you are hesitant or anything like that, myself personally, don't take what I say. I'm just a person talking in a mic on a screen. Is I wouldn't be buying at this price. I would wait for some sort of retracement, which I believe is going to be happening here. And even if you draw a support on the short-term uptrend, you can kind of see that there is that chance of dropping back down a little bit lower to, around that 45 to 33 cents area. So we'll just reassess the situation at a later date. That's nothing to be too worried about. It's healthy correction, a step up patterns, a completely healthy correction, and people hate it because it goes up, down, but the overall momentum of it is bullish. So even if you see that heavy correction, the overall momentum will still continue to be bullish, and then you can start seeing that run up to 70 to 75 cents for syrup. So overall, I'd be hesitant right now. And in the longer term, I think this thing's going to perform exceptionally well. Okay. With that, none of this is financial advice. And if there's any coins that you would like me to chart, you can just send me a super chat in the comments and I'll get to your coin as soon as possible. Thank you.